restrictions on being a full-time housewife are honestly embarrassing, especially when it comes to family. Dad even said he really dislikes you, and it's honestly hilarious. He said it's ridiculous that you're just sitting at home all day without doing anything. I can't help but laugh every time I think about it.
Martha, what's going on now? Are you upset again? It seems like you're always in a bad mood lately.
No, I'm just telling the truth, okay? Every time I come to a family gathering, it hits me even harder. All the women in our family work, right? Every single one of them has a job. They're all out there doing something important. And then there's you, the only one who's a stay-at-home housewife, depending on your father for everything. Don't you ever feel embarrassed about that?
If I went out and worked, who would take care of the house? Your father wouldn't do it, and you wouldn't either. There's no way.
Well, it's not that big of a deal. It's just your job, and I'm leaving it to you. If you actually went out to work and helped us, things would be different. We'd be able to divide the responsibilities and get things done faster. It's not all on me, you know.
Is that what your father thinks too? Does he really want me to go to work? Does he think I should get a job too?
Of course he does. He says you're just sitting around the house not doing anything. He said that if you worked, things would get easier for everyone. The extra money would help us all, and we wouldn't have to rely on him so much. It would make life so much more comfortable. We could finally have some extra room in the budget.
But we're doing fine right now, aren't we? You've never had to want for anything. We're not struggling.
That's only because of Dad's hard work. It has nothing to do with what you're doing. You're just sitting there depending on him. Don't act like you're doing anything to help. Honestly, I'm so tired of talking to you. You make everything so difficult. Maybe you should just leave. You're an embarrassment to the family. You're honestly the last person I want to talk to right now. Why don't you just leave already?
I would love to leave, but I'm in the middle of preparing lunch for everyone right now. You want me to just stop everything and walk out? That's not happening.
I can't even believe this. How can you act like this? How can you live like this and not feel bad about it? You should feel embarrassed. Honestly, I don't know how I even managed to put up with you. It's not just that you're a full-time housewife. It's that you use all of the family's money for yourself without a second thought. You spend it however you want, with no consideration for anyone else. It's like you don't even care about how much you're taking from us.
Huh? Wait, who exactly said that?
Huh? Who do you think said that? Of course, it was Dad. He's the one who's been affected by all your reckless spending. Don't you think he has the right to say something? Honestly, I'm the one over here working hard at university, trying to make a name for myself in the entertainment industry. I've been winning beauty pageants, and I've already signed contracts for some roles in short films. Got a future ahead of me, and your father is busy with his work as a president of a big talent agency. We're both trying to make something of ourselves, so it's hard for me to sit here and watch you drag the rest of us down.
I don't use family money for my own personal stuff, though. I mean, sure, I spend money on the things I've earned on my own, but that's not the same thing.
What? You don't even have a job. You don't have any income. How can you possibly be spending money that you've earned? Don't make me laugh. Look, I'm serious. I don't want to deal with you anymore. Please, just go finish making the lunch and stop wasting everyone's time. We're all waiting for you, and we don't need you making excuses. Just do your part.
Honestly, I don't even know how to respond to this. It's like talking to a wall. You don't get it at all, do you? You don't even care about anyone else but yourself. It's exhausting to even have a conversation with you. Every time I try to talk to you, it's like I'm just talking to myself. It's pointless.
I'm really done now. If you're not going to listen, then I'll just leave you to it. But just know this, you're the one who's holding everything back. You're the one who's making everything harder. If you cared even a little, you'd realize how much easier it would be if you just took some responsibility.
I can't believe you sometimes. Wait, what's going on here? Why are people saying that I've been using the family's money without permission?
What is this all about?
No, it's just that Martha's completely misunderstood everything. I didn't say anything like that at all.
Stop lying. Don't try to cover this up. You've been saying bad things about me again, haven't you? You've probably been spreading lies. And you, being the president of a talent agency, you're the one who started the company and drove it straight into bankruptcy after barely getting it off the ground.
Stop! Don't bring that up again. You're just reopening old wounds. It's like I wanted the company to fail. It wasn't my fault. You know how hard I tried.
Then why don't you just come clean? Why don't you just tell everyone that you're unemployed, drowning in debt, and have nothing to your name? You promised me that you'd be honest today and tell everyone everything. You agreed, remember?
I know, but how am I supposed to say that? How do I stand in front of everyone and just say, hey, I'm unemployed, I'm broke, and I've made a huge mess of things? Do you think it's that easy?
Yes, if you could just do that, I'd respect you more than anything. At least then you'd be showing some honesty. But instead of doing that, you've been making fun of me with Martha in front of everyone, laughing at me like I'm some kind of joke.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean for it to go this far. I just kind of went along with what Martha was saying. I don't want to make things worse, but I didn't think it would blow up like this.
You know, my wife is a full-time housewife and doesn't do anything. She's so embarrassing. We live in a time where women should be independent, and yet my wife just keeps relying on me for everything. I really respect working women. They have it together. A man who's completely dependent on his wife, living off her hard work and not lifting a finger, is the one who says this? Seriously?
I mean, I didn't mean it like that. I just went along with what Martha said because I didn't want to start another argument. But I didn't really believe any of that. Honestly, I really do appreciate everything you do for me, I swear.
If you really appreciated me, you would never say something like that, even in a joking way. You don't even understand the damage you've caused. I've had enough of this. Just earlier today, Martha was saying things like that to me, and now here you are doing the same thing. It's like I'm surrounded by people who don't care about how I feel. If you don't fix this right now, I'll leave you. I'm done.
What? Hold on, wait a second. If you leave me, how do you expect me to live? How am I supposed to make it without you?
I don't care. You can go find a job or do whatever it takes to survive. I'm done with this. I can't live like this anymore. If you don't say something now, I swear I'll expose everything. I'll tell everyone what's really going on.
Wait a minute. You know my family's full of successful, high-achieving people, right? Everyone's either a lawyer, a doctor, or some kind of big shot. And I've even gotten investors for the talent agency. There are a lot of people with high expectations of me. I can't just let them down.
The person who let everyone down is you. You're the one who mismanaged the company and made it go bankrupt. Don't you dare try to blame me for this. And hiding the truth isn't going to make anything better. You're just pushing everything off and pretending like nothing's wrong. You're not fooling anyone. So please, stop trying to make it seem like it's not a big deal. You need to stop avoiding the truth and face up to everything. You can't keep sweeping things under the rug, pretending everything is fine when it's clearly falling apart. Stop avoiding it and deal with it. If you don't face the truth, if you don't stop lying to everyone, I'll tell everyone myself. I'll make sure the whole family knows exactly what's been going on.
Wait, hold on. Fine, you're right. I'll explain everything. But for now, just stay quiet and let me handle this. I'll take care of it, okay?
You better do it. If not, I'm walking out, and we're done for good. Don't think I'm joking.
Okay, I get it. I'll take care of it, okay? First, I'll explain everything to Martha. After that, I'll tell the relatives too. I'll make sure everyone knows the truth. I'll explain everything and then maybe we can finally get past this. But you need to trust me. I'll do it. Just please don't make this worse. I know I messed up, but I don't want to lose you. Hey, Martha, I need to talk to you for a bit. Where are you right now?
Huh? Oh, I'm in the nearby forest. I came out to enjoy the countryside for a little while, and since I just bought a new outfit the other day, I thought I'd try it on and take a few photos. You know, just some fun self-shots in nature.
So you're taking selfies in the forest, huh? That's our idea of a good time?
Well, yeah. You know, I'm about to make my debut in the entertainment industry. I need to get used to being seen by others and being in the spotlight. I can't have any fear when it comes to cameras and being looked at. It's all part of the process, right?
Entertainment debut? Isn't it a little too soon for that? I mean, it's not even confirmed yet, is it? Aren't you jumping the gun a little?
Huh? But with your connections, it's going to be easy, right? You've already got the big name of your dad's agency behind you, so I should be in there no problem. It feels like my debut is already practically guaranteed, don't you think?
No, it's not that simple. I'm actually thinking about doing this on my own terms, you know? I don't want to just rely on the fact that I'm associated with my dad's company. Maybe I can make a name for myself independently, go down a different path. Something that feels more true to me.
What do you mean? You want to take a different route? Why not just take the opportunity that's already laid out for you?
Well, I'm saying maybe you don't have to join my agency. I don't want to just get in there because of family ties. I mean, I could aim to join a different agency, one that represents as the type of artist I actually admire. You know, work with people I look up to, and get into a place where I actually feel like I fit in.
I've already decided that I'm going to join your agency. It's just the easiest way to get started. Oh, and by the way, I was looking at the website for your company the other day. I noticed something kind of strange. The name listed as the president wasn't yours, it was someone else's.
That. Well, that's because I'm just lending my name to the company. I'm sort of higher up on the president in terms of status, so I don't have my name listed on the site. It's just easier that way for everyone involved.
Wow, that's amazing! You're really something. I can't believe I'll get to debut under someone like that. It's such a huge opportunity. I'm so excited.
Yeah, but just so you know, the entertainment world is tough. It's not all glitz and glam. It takes a lot of hard work and sometimes you have to sacrifice things. Plus, you're still a university student, right? Maybe you should focus on your studies first before diving into all of this. You got a lot ahead of you.
Oh, I've been thinking about quitting university. There's no point in it if I'm going to become a celebrity, right? I mean, who needs a degree when they've got fame and success? If I make it in the entertainment world, I won't need school anymore.
What? No, that's not how it works. Education is important. You can't just throw it away like that.
Forget about school for now. Honestly, I don't think it's going to help me much in this business. What's more important is that we get rid of that woman from our house. Isn't she just a nuisance? All she does is get in the way and drag us down. I don't see how you can stand living with her. I bet you're getting sick of her too. You want to divorce her, don't you?
No, I don't think that's what I want. I never said that. It's not how I feel.
Really? Because just earlier you were talking badly about her with me. You can't stand her, right? You were saying how much you hate living with her and how she's always causing problems. What's the holdup? Why don't you just get a divorce already? You know it'll make things so much easier. I can even go talk to her and handle it if you want. Just say the word.
No, wait a minute. Hold on, I didn't mean it like that. It's not that simple. You don't know the whole picture.
Hey, I just had a talk with Dad, and we came to the conclusion that you're really just standing in the way of my career and my debut in the entertainment industry. So, I think it's time for you to just leave the house. It's for the best.
Wait, what? Why is this even happening? Why do you hate me so much? What did I ever do to deserve this?
Come on, you're nothing but a parasite living off us. Who would ever want to like a parasite? Seriously, who would? No one would. It's honestly so embarrassing that you're part of my family. It's hard for me to even imagine being associated with you at this point.
You keep calling me a parasite. Whatever, fine. If that's how you feel, then I'll stop being your wife and I'll stop being a mother starting today.
What? Really? You're actually serious about this? Wow, this is a huge relief. Now I won't have to look at your face anymore. I won't have to deal with you.
Just so you know, I'm not going to be involved in any of your problems anymore. Whatever happens, I'm not helping you. Don't even think about it. I won't lift a finger.
Oh, as if anyone would ask for your help anyway. Do me a favor and just disappear from my life completely. That's all I'm asking.
All right then, goodbye. Don't ever expect me to help you with anything, no matter what happens. I'm completely fed up with both of you. You've pushed me to my limit.
Same here. Don't ever try to speak to me again.
Hey, where did you go? I heard from Martha. Are you seriously going to cut ties with us? Is this for real?
You didn't keep your promises, so I'm leaving the house. Oh, and you two need to leave. I'm the one paying the rent here, so I have every right to ask you to leave. This is my decision.
Wait, hold on a second. I was trying to explain myself, I really was. But Martha wouldn't even listen to a single word I said. I tried to make things right, but she shut me down before I could even start.
I'm done listening to your excuses. Enough is enough. This time, it's over. I'm packing up your things right now. When you come back, you can just take them and leave, and don't try to talk me out of it. I've made up my mind.
What? What are we supposed to do now? Where will we go? How are we supposed to survive? Can't just walk out on us like this. We've been together all these years.
How about you get a job and take care of Martha? You promised Martha that you'd help her with her entertainment debut, right? It's coming up soon, and she's going to need all the support she can get. I'm not going to do everything alone anymore. You need to step up and take responsibility.
Don't mock me. You don't even believe it'll happen. There's no way this debut will actually take place. My connections are all gone. I've lost everything. You're the only person who could have helped me. But I know deep down that it's not going to happen. I'm stuck.
I don't care about any of that anymore. You need to figure things out yourself. I've had enough of this. Goodbye. For good. I'm done with you.
Wait! Just wait! What if we can still work this out? I'll agree to the divorce, but there's something you need to do. You have to get back into the entertainment industry. This isn't over yet. We can still fix things.
What are you talking about? Why would I go back to that world?
You were a producer, don't you remember? You helped so many talented people get into the industry. You're still connected. The two of us can work together again, just like old times. And we can make Martha a star. Think about it. We could build something together again.
I've retired. I don't want to go back. I'm done with the entertainment industry. I don't have the heart for it anymore.
But you still have connections, don't you? You know people. You help so many people rise to fame. If we can get Martha to debut, it'll be so easy. We can start a new agency together. We'll run it ourselves. Just think about what we could do.
I'm not interested in any of that. You don't get it. I don't think Martha has the talent for any of this. She's not cut out for it. She doesn't have what it takes to make it in the entertainment industry, no matter what you think.
But you got her to win that beauty contest, didn't you? You know how to make things happen. You still got it in, you know? I know you do.
That win wasn't even mine. You took all the credit for it. Martha still thinks that she won the contest because of you. But I was the one who handled everything. The costumes, the preparation, all of it. And you're the one who gets all the credit. You didn't even thank me for it. You just took the glory.
I already apologized for that, okay? I said I was sorry. What more do you want from me?
Apologies don't fix things. You haven't done anything to make it right. You just brushed everything under the rug and moved on like nothing happened. I've had enough of pretending that things are fine. I'm done. I'm cutting ties with you both. I don't want to waste any more time, energy, or emotions on this. Goodbye.
Please, please don't leave like this. We can still make things work. We can fix everything. Don't throw away everything just yet.
Hey, what is this all about? Open the door quickly. Don't let that parasite occupy our house.
Occupy? This house is mine. I pay the rent and it's in my name. I'm getting a divorce from your father, so you and your family are no longer my responsibility. Your belongings are all packed in a storage unit. Take it and find a new place to live quickly.
What kind of nonsense is this? How could a parasite like you even pay rent? You can't keep up with your delusions, so open the door now. If not, I'll call the police.
Call them. I don't care. I can easily prove this house is mine. That will convince you. Go ahead and call the police. I'm not afraid of that.
Huh, you really okay with that, huh?
But before you call them, why don't you try asking your father about this? I'm sure it will be hard for him to keep lying at this point.
Dad hasn't been unreachable since yesterday.
What?
He disappeared from a relative's house and hasn't returned. What on earth is going on?
I see. Your father left you behind and ran away. He's unemployed and buried in debt. He ran away before that could be exposed.
Unemployed and in debt? No, he is the president of a major talent agency.
Where's the proof of that? If he's truly the president, where is his name on the agency's website?
Well, he doesn't appear there because he's above the president. He told me that.
If that's the case, why don't you search for your father's name? If he really has experience in the entertainment industry, something should show up somewhere.
Nothing came up, but I'm sure he uses a stage name. He must have a different name that he uses in the industry, separate from his real one.
It's true that he was the president of a certain talent agency. It was a company he started with financial help from relatives. But he didn't have the ability, and the agency went bankrupt very quickly. He's still carrying that debt, and he left you behind to deal with it.
Then how were we even able to live? You're unemployed, so it must have been Dad's earnings that kept us afloat, right?
I managed with my savings. Plus, I was working from home during the day, so don't think for a second that it was all your father's doing.
I can't believe that. Just let me in. This is mine and Dad's house, not yours.
You're the one who told us to sever ties, right? Now accept the consequences calmly. You wanted me gone? Well, here's the result.
This? Fine, I'm going to Dad's agency now. He should be there. He's probably hiding out somewhere, and I'll figure out what's going on. He wouldn't just leave without saying anything. I know he's there.
Wait a second. You can't do that.
Huh? Why not? Are you scared your lies will be exposed?
No, it's because that agency has nothing to do with your father. You're just telling people you're the president when you're not.
Yeah, trying desperately to cover up your lies, huh? Well, I'm going to go there myself and show everyone the truth. I'll let them see exactly what's going on, and you won't be able to lie your way out of this.
Wait, I'm telling you, you're making a big mistake. You really think you can just waltz into that agency and everything will be solved? You don't even know what you're walking into. The truth is a lot messier than you think.
What do you mean by that? Just how much worse can things get? I know the truth. You have been lying, and now it's time for that to end. You can't run away from it anymore. I'm going to make sure everyone knows exactly what's been going on.
You think you know everything? You don't know half of it. If you walk into that office, you'll regret it. There's a reason I've kept everything quiet, and it's not for me, it's for you. But fine, you go ahead. See how far you get.
Hey, is what you said really true?
You actually went there, huh? Well, now you know the truth.
Even when I mentioned your father's name, no one knew who he was. In fact, they were saying that there's someone recently claiming to be the president of that office and it's causing some trouble.
So, you've been claiming to be the president everywhere, huh?
Yeah, that's right. But can you tell me, who exactly are you? I saw a picture of you in that office.
Oh, that office was originally set up by me.
What?
A long time ago, I transferred the rights to someone else, but I'm glad they still display my picture there. It's nice to know that they remember me.
Wait a minute, what do you mean?
I used to work in the industry. That's all. I had savings from that time, and that's how we were able to live. I first met your father in the industry, too. We got along pretty well, and that's how things started. But the fact is, I didn't stay in that business for long. It was tough. When I met your father, I thought we were going to do something amazing, but things didn't turn out the way I expected.
Is that so? Wait then, can you produce for me?
Huh?
You used to be pretty active in the industry, right? That picture in the office was with a very famous actress.
I've already retired from the industry. I'm not going to do that kind of work anymore. Besides, isn't it a bit embarrassing to suddenly switch gears just because I'm a former industry person?
I know I've said some bad things before, but that's because I was deceived by Dad. If I had known that your mother was the one supporting the family, I wouldn't have acted like that. I wouldn't have been so harsh to you or anyone else. I would have understood the truth much earlier, but Dad kept everything hidden.
You shouldn't take that attitude toward anyone. Yes, your father certainly had his problems, but first you need to face yourself. You've been living in the bubble your father built, and now it's time to wake up.
So I'm reflecting on it now. Please produce for me instead of Dad. You must still have connections in the industry, right? You can help me.
Can't you do something on your own for once? You seem to rely on others all the time. How about putting in some effort yourself and trying it alone for a change? Stop depending on others to make things happen for you.
Well, you could at least support me a little, right? I've even won a beauty pageant, so I'm sure I can make it.
All right, fine. As a former industry professional, I'll give you some advice. You won't make it in the entertainment industry. You should just give up.
What?
I've seen countless aspiring talents as a producer. Most of them don't even get anywhere and end up quitting. You're just one of them, a regular person. There's nothing special about you. You may have a title or a crown from a beauty contest, but that's nothing compared to the harsh reality of the industry. Most girls with your background don't last long. They fall out just as fast as they rise.
What the heck? How can you say something like that to your own daughter? Doesn't it hurt your heart? You're the worst!
You were the one who asked for my help. So I'm just being honest with you. The entertainment industry isn't a place where nice things happen. It's a scary place. Your father's company collapsed because of it. He wasn't prepared for it. And the way he ran things, it all fell apart. He wasn't cut out for it. Do you really think it would be different for you?
But I've won a beauty pageant. I'm not some amateur.
Then do it on your own. You don't need to rely on me for everything. You have the skills, the looks, and the confidence. Go show the world what you're made of. You don't need my help.
Don't say that. Look, we've had a lot of conflicts, but can't we try to get along again as a family? Just this time, let's start fresh and forget all the past arguments.
Didn't you admire independent women? You hated me for relying on your father as a full-time housewife, right? Yet now, you're trying to flatter me and ask for my help.
Well, that's not...
Someone like you, so halfway between things, won't make it in the entertainment industry. In fact, you're still too immature as a member of society. You're used to living in other people's shadows, relying on them. That's not going to work in the real world. This is my professional opinion based on years of experience. You might not want to hear it, but it's the truth. Take it as advice, even if you don't like it.
So what am I supposed to do now? Been deceived by my father, the entertainment industry is closed off to me, and I've lost my home, and now I have to go to university.
Think for yourself. You've been trying to be independent all this time, haven't you?
All right, I get it. So please, let me in today. I'll reflect on everything and start trying to be independent from now on. I won't rely on anyone else, I promise.
Of course, I refuse. You need to find your own place. You're capable of it. You've spent all this time being independent, so now put that into action.
What? But I'm your real daughter, you know? You can't possibly hate me, right? You've been my mother for so long. We've had our issues, but family is family.
Now I understand the things you said to me. You said that no one would ever like a parasite, didn't you? Well, now I finally get it. It's not just about me, it's about what I've become. The person who's been living off others, waiting for help, never really growing up. You were right. I've been so dependent, so passive. Now I see why you kept pushing me to stand up for myself. I've been using others as a crutch, thinking that help would come. But it doesn't work like that, does it? You were right all along. I made the decision to block Martha's phone number. It was a step I had been avoiding for a while, but in the end, it was necessary. Martha had been an incredibly difficult person to deal with, and the constant communication, especially after everything that happened, was only bringing more pain and confusion. Blocking her was not just about protecting myself. It was also about cutting off the possibility of reopening old wounds that I had worked so hard to heal. After I cut ties with her, Martha, I heard, finally decided to leave the house. She packed up what little she had and found a small, inexpensive apartment where she could start living on her own. I think it was a mixture of relief and fear for her. She had always dreamed of breaking into the entertainment world, but the reality of it all was much harder than she had imagined. She couldn't let go of that dream, no matter how far-fetched it had seemed, but she didn't have the courage to chase it anymore, especially without help from anyone. In the end, her face never appeared in the media. She did try to make her way, however. The turning point had been when she won a beauty contest. That victory was supposed to be her big break, her moment to step into the spotlight. She got a role in a university student film, a project that seemed like the start of something promising. But in hindsight, that movie would become her only foray into the industry. It was her first and, tragically, her last real opportunity. After that, things took a turn. Reality caught up with her quickly. Life for Martha wasn't kind after that. She ended up taking on several part-time jobs to make ends meet. The pressure was overwhelming, and she fell deeper and deeper into debt, trying to pay for her rent, her everyday living expenses, and the fees for her schooling. She was barely scraping by, and there was no longer any sign of that dream she had once held so tightly. It was all slipping away, just as I had feared it would. But, as much as I tried to understand her, I couldn't shake the feeling that she was going through this cycle because of her own stubbornness. She never asked for help when she needed it most, and now she was left with nothing but debt and disappointment. After we went our separate ways, something seemed to change in Martha. Perhaps being on her own gave her the time and space to reflect on what she had lost, what she had taken for granted. She started calling me from public payphones, time and time again, reaching out in desperation. I could hear the sincerity in her voice, the plea for forgiveness, but I couldn't bring myself to respond. I couldn't give in. It wasn't about being cruel, it was about learning from mistakes and understanding the consequences. I knew that if I gave in and helped her again, I wouldn't be doing either of us a favor, especially not for Luna. I had to stay strong, I had to stay firm, and so I ignored every single call. It wasn't easy, not by any means, but I did it because I knew deep down that this was the only way forward. As for my ex-husband, after everything that happened, he disappeared. Completely gone from the picture. I didn't hear from him for a long time, but recently I've been told that he's been caught by debt collectors. Apparently, he's been forced into hard physical labor to pay off his debts. He's been working in grueling conditions, trying to make money just to stay afloat. He had borrowed money from relatives too, and now even they want their money back. It's unlikely he'll be able to re-enter the public eye anytime soon. But honestly, it's what he deserves. He built his life on lies, deceit, and manipulation. He used everyone around him, including me, to further his own interests. Now, it's time for him to pay for everything he did. I don't feel sorry for him, not anymore. It's frustrating, honestly, to know how much he got away with in the past. But life has a way of catching up with people, and in the end, he'll have to pay the price for all the wrong he did. As for me, things are different now. I'm living on my own, and it feels freeing. I've learned a lot about myself over the past few years. I've had to rebuild my life, and in a way, I've come to appreciate the quiet. It's peaceful to not have to worry about someone else's emotional turmoil or constant demands. I can take a deep breath and finally think about my own happiness. But while life is calmer, it's not perfect. There are still financial struggles to deal with. I'm not rolling in money by any means, and I have to budget carefully. I've taken a job at a small talent agency, working as a talent manager. It's not the most glamorous position, but it's an opportunity to grow, to get my foot back into the industry in some way. And what I've found is that the talent I manage is exceptional. She's a good person, hardworking, and incredibly talented. I can see the drive in her, the hunger to succeed, and it motivates me. Being surrounded by someone so passionate has reignited something in me. It's not just about getting by, it's about pushing forward, embracing new opportunities, and rediscovering what I truly want. I'm starting to feel the spark of motivation again, and that feels so good. I spent so many years putting everyone else first. I was always focused on other people's problems, always trying to fix what was broken around me. Now, I realize that I need to focus on myself. I need to get back out there, work hard, and embrace my own future. I want to see where this path will take me, even if it's uncertain. There are still challenges ahead, and it's not always easy, but I'm learning to take it one step at a time. I've been through so much already, and I'm stronger for it. And if I keep pushing, I know that things will continue to improve. I'm no longer living in someone else's shadow. And that's a freedom I never realized I needed. The brochure for the nursing home arrived. Are you out of your mind?
I selected a facility based on your preferences, Nina. Did you not like it?
What part of it did you think I would like? I mean, seriously, this place looks like all of the other basic retirement homes I've seen on TV.
But there are some things about the place that make it far different from others. For example, the medical care is excellent and it has a very clean environment. And the rooms have a balcony attached to them, so you don't have to leave your place in order to step outside.
And?
I personally visited several places, and the staff was very professional and kind. They were attentive, patient, and made sure to answer all of my questions. I thought you would feel comfortable knowing that they are well-trained and genuinely care about the residents.
Don't act like that's something to be proud of. That's the bare minimum.
Huh?
I wanted a luxury retirement home. High-end facility with a refined atmosphere, gourmet meals, and top-tier amenities. Why on earth would I have to live in some cheap shack?
But you were the one who said you didn't want to live alone in a big house after your husband passed away, weren't you?
That's right.
Do you also remember refusing to live with us?
Why would I live under the same roof as a woman like you?
We've been married for 10 years. Wouldn't it be time for you to accept me as part of the family?
Don't make me laugh. You are nothing but an incompetent daughter-in-law who has never once met my expectations. Not even close.
Is that really so? I thought I had been doing my best in my own way.
Your best? Your best is a joke. Do you want me to list all the ways you failed me? Last time when I said I wanted cookies, how many did you bring me?
I bought the most famous cookies from my hometown, so popular that people line up for them. They're known for their delicate flavors, and I thought you'd enjoy something unique.
I had never been more disappointed in my life.
Did they not suit your taste?
That's not the issue. The taste, the look, everything about them was just so cheap.
But they're incredibly delicious. People travel from far away just to buy them. I thought you would appreciate something artisanal rather than mass-produced.
I get hives if I eat something that doesn't come in a department store shopping bag.
I see.
You and I come from completely different worlds. I cannot imagine living with someone who was raised in such poverty. We don't share the same values, the same sense of quality, or even the same understanding of what it means to live with dignity.
Understood. I'll continue looking for a retirement home.
One of my friends paid $150,000 just as an entrance fee.
That much?
Huh? That's the absolute minimum. If you dare bring me a place that costs less than that, I won't forgive you.
But we also have my son's entrance exams coming up.
And what does that have to do with me?
He's going to a private school that comes with considerable tuition fees.
Oh, I see. So you're saying that an old woman like me, who doesn't have much time left, should just shut up and suffer for the sake of the younger generation? I should just take whatever crumbs you throw at me and be grateful. That's not what I'm saying. I was just talking about the cost of education. Besides, weren't you the one who encouraged us to send him to private school? You said a good education is the foundation for a successful future. You told my husband over and over that we had to aim high for our child. Ah, I see how it is. An old useless woman like me should just disappear quietly and return to the earth, right? Fine, I get it. I'll do that. No need to say anything more. Nina, wait! That's not what I meant. Listen to me! You're misunderstanding the entire situation. Sorry to bother you while you're at work. Do you have a moment?
What's wrong?
It's about your mother's nursing home.
Did she finally decide on one?
Well, not exactly. She hasn't liked any of the ones we looked at so far.
What? We've checked so many places already. What's the issue this time?
She says she doesn't want just any nursing home. She wants a high-end luxury one.
A luxury nursing home? You gotta be kidding me. How much are we talking?
The initial deposit alone is close to $200,000. Then after that, the monthly cost is around $3,000.
What the? It's more expensive than our rent.
I know. I tried to explain to her that we really can't afford something like that, especially with Bill's private school tuition coming up. But she kept bringing up how all her friends are in really nice places and how she doesn't want to be left out.
Unbelievable.
I know this isn't what we planned, but can you talk to her? Maybe if it comes from you, she'll be more willing to compromise.
No way. She's never going to change her mind. And honestly, even if she does, I'd rather just give her what she wants.
Wait, what? Are you seriously saying we should just go along with this?
Listen, this might be my last chance to do something meaningful for her. She's getting older, and I don't want to have any regrets. If this is what she wants, I want to make it happen for her.
Hold on, you're acting like this is just some minor expense. We're talking about hundreds of thousands of dollars. You can't just decide this on your own.
If you hadn't refused to let her live with us, we wouldn't even be in this position.
What? That's not fair. Your mother was the one who said she didn't want to live with us.
That's not how it happened. When I suggested it, I saw the way your expression changed. You looked uncomfortable and she saw that. That's when she decided she'd rather move into a home than be a burden.
That's ridiculous. I didn't say anything, and I certainly didn't make a face. Look, I know your mother is a strict, difficult person, but I've always believed that families should take care of each other.
Then it's settled. We'll put her in the best place we can.
You're saying that like it's no big deal. Where exactly do you think this money is going to come from?
I'll take care of it.
That's not an answer. I'm asking for specifics.
Just trust me, I've got an idea.
You're thinking of taking out a loan, aren't you? That's insane. I won't let you do that.
It's fine, I'll handle it. You don't have to worry about it.
Of course I have to worry. I'm your wife. This affects me just as much as it affects you.
There's someone my mother once told me to go to if I ever needed help.
Wait a second. You mean you're planning to borrow money from someone? Who is this person?
It doesn't matter. The important thing is that I have a way to make this work.
Of course it matters. If this is going to put us in debt or affect our household finances, I have every right to know.
You're making a big deal out of this. Once my mother is settled in, she'll stop complaining. Isn't that what you wanted?
That's not fair. I do want her to be comfortable, but this is an enormous financial commitment. I have to think about our future too.
Money comes and goes. If we spend it, we'll find a way to make more. Got it?
You're talking like this is monopoly money. It doesn't just magically come back.
I'm not saying we won't have to make sacrifices, but this is something I have to do.
And what if something unexpected happens? What if we can't make up for the money we're spending? Have you thought about what kind of situation we'll be in then?
That won't happen.
You don't know that. You're making promises without a real plan.
Look, I'm asking you to trust me. I know what I'm doing.
I don't want this decision to put us in financial trouble. Please promise me that.
Yeah, I hear you.
No, don't just say that to shut me up. I need a real promise.
Fine, I promise.
This nursing home is simply wonderful. The lobby feels so open and spacious, and the dining hall, oh, it's like a high-end restaurant.
I'm glad to hear that you like it.
Really, having a son is such a blessing. I can't believe he found me such a luxurious place.
If it meets your expectations, then that's all that matters.
I want to treat my friends here to some delicious sweets. Pick out something nice and have Richard bring it over. And make sure they're from a sweets store, none of that cheap stuff.
If that's the case, I can bring them myself when I visit.
Absolutely not.
What? Why not?
Do I really have to spell it out? It would be humiliating for people to know someone like you is part of my family.
Excuse me? What exactly do you mean by that?
Everyone here comes from high society. The other residents are all refined, sophisticated people. And the family members who visit them? They match that standard perfectly.
And what does that have to do with me?
Can you imagine what would happen if someone like you showed up here, sticking out like a sore thumb? Do you have any idea how embarrassing that would be for me? I'd be the laughing stock of the whole place.
I don't think I stand out that much. I dress fairly normal.
Oh, do you own a Hermès Birkin bag?
No, I've never really been interested in designer brands.
Ha! That's exactly what poor people say when they can't afford them. They pretend they chose not to buy one.
I'm serious. I've never cared for luxury bags.
Yesterday, another daughter-in-law visited, and she was carrying a crocodile leather Birkin. It was absolutely stunning. I looked it up, and it cost $60,000. Can you imagine? That's the kind of visitor who makes me proud.
I see. Then I suppose showing up with my $30 sale bag would be out of the question. Understood. I'll have my husband deliver the sweets instead.
Good, good. I knew you'd understand. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have a tea party to attend. Bye.
Melody, how is everything going? I know you must be really busy for your exams, but make sure to come home sometime, okay?
Dad, it's been a while. I'm so sorry I haven't been in touch. Things have been pretty chaotic lately with school and everything going on.
I heard your mother-in-law moved into a nursing home.
Wait, how did you find out?
Oh, well, I ran into Richard by chance. I mentioned it in passing when we were talking, so I thought I'd ask and make sure everything was okay.
Really? He didn't say anything to me about it. I didn't know. Where did you see him? He doesn't usually go to your mom's place, right?
Well, it wasn't anything major. We happened to be at the same place at the same time, and he mentioned it.
I see. I guess that sort of thing happens sometimes, huh?
Yeah, life has its unexpected moments. But as long as you're doing well, that's all that matters.
How about you? Are you doing all right? I know it's tough with everything on your plate, but are you staying healthy? Not feeling lonely or crying by yourself at night?
It's been 5 years since your mom passed, you know. Time flies, but I'm getting the hang of things. I've started trying new recipes in the kitchen, and I'm actually thinking about starting a little side business with my cooking.
Oh, that's so cute! My kid still asks for Grandpa's toast all the time, you know. He loves it, and he still remembers. It makes me smile hearing them ask for it.
Oh, really? I'll be happy to make it for them whenever they want. I'll be sure to have some ready when he's back.
I'll definitely pass that on. After my exams are over, I'm planning to come back for a little while. But in the meantime, you have to promise me you'll stay healthy until then, okay?
Melody, are you happy?
What's with the sudden question? Where's this coming from?
I'm just checking in on you. It's been a while and I just want to make sure you're doing okay.
Well, life has its ups and downs, but overall, I think I'm doing well. I'm lucky to have a family like ours, and even though things aren't always perfect, I'm grateful for the normal, everyday moments. So yeah, I'd say I'm happy with where I am right now.
That's the most important thing. As long as you're happy, that's all that matters. Wait, you're not feeling sick or anything, are you? Your health has been on my mind lately, especially with all the stress from school.
No, nothing like that.
I had a health checkup recently and everything came back perfect. I'm feeling good.
Oh, thank goodness. You really had me worried for a second there.
You've been saying some odd things lately and it got me a little concerned.
I just wanted to make sure you're really okay.
I can't believe you doubt your daughter like that. It's not like me to get sick, right?
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to upset you. I just care about you, that's all. When I hear you're so busy and stressed out, I can't help but worry a little.
I understand, Dad, but I'm fine, really. I'll take care of myself. You don't need to worry about me too much.
Good, good. Glad to hear that. You always make me worry when you get so caught up in everything. I just want to make sure you're taking care of yourself and not pushing too hard.
I know. I promise I'll stay healthy, and once exams are over, I'll come back to relax for a bit. We can spend some time together and catch up.
I'm really looking forward to that. We'll take it easy just like old times. It'll be nice to have you home for a while.
Of course, I'll be home as soon as I can. It's just a little more time, but I can't wait to be back. Thanks for always looking out for me, Dad.
I'll be here waiting for you. Just don't overdo it with your son and those exams. I want you to be healthy and happy when you come back home.
I won't overdo it, I promise. I'll stay focused, and I'll make sure to take breaks when I need to. And when I get back, we'll have all the time to relax and enjoy together.
Alright, that sounds perfect. Take care of yourself, Melody, and stay safe. Don't hesitate to reach out if you need anything. I'll be here.
I will, Dad. Thanks for everything. Talk to you soon, and I'll be home before you know it.
Alright then, take care of yourself and don't worry about anything. I'll talk to you again soon. Be safe out there.
You too, Dad. See you soon. I really did my best to dress up, made an effort to look my best, and even borrowed a bag from a friend. I wanted to make a good impression, but what do I get in return? Oh, you're not family, so I have no intention of meeting you. Please leave. Was there really any need for her to say that to me? You were told not to come. The person who ignored that and came anyway is the one at fault here. I didn't just come on my own. I thought you might be feeling lonely, so I invited some of the relatives to join me. I thought it would cheer you up if we visited together. Relatives are fine, but you're the problem. Do you know what I went through? I had to stand outside for 2 hours, in the cold, while everyone else was inside enjoying themselves. Honestly, even though you had to wait outside, wasn't it a good opportunity for you to appreciate the beauty of the building's exterior for a little longer? It's a nice place, right? While I was waiting outside, everyone else was inside, smiling, talking, and thanking the others for coming to visit. And there I was, standing outside like an outsider, feeling so utterly humiliated and miserable. And you know what? I'm still bitter about how you tried to push me into a cheap rundown nursing home when you were the one who should have been looking out for me. You never once thought about my dignity or comfort. In the end, though, you managed to get into the nursing home that you really wanted, didn't you? You're in the place you thought was best for you. That's only thanks to my son. If it weren't for him, I would still be stuck in that awful place you tried to put me in. And don't pretend you had any part in it. You didn't do a thing to help me. But that huge amount of money you're spending on me, it's going to hit our finances hard, don't you think? You can't possibly deny that. And there it is. That's the heart of the issue, isn't it? No, that's not what I meant at all. Let's be honest here. You can't stand the idea of spending money on me, can you? Your entire attitude has shown it from the start. The way you speak, the way you act, it all makes it clear how little you care when it comes to spending money on your mother-in-law. That's not how I intended it. If I've made you uncomfortable, I'm truly sorry. I don't need your apology. It's honestly too late for that. You see, this is exactly why I don't like you as a daughter-in-law. You're not just cold and distant, you seem almost emotionally unavailable. I don't feel any warmth, any love from you. I've always tried my best to treat my husband's family with care and respect. I've done everything I could to fit in. You never once tried to accept me. I'm not the one at fault here. Oh, so now it's my fault again, is it? You're blaming me for everything? How far are you going to take this, huh? How many times are you going to paint me as the villain in this story? Are you going to tell everyone about how I've mistreated you as a poor, lonely daughter-in-law? Go ahead, complain to your friends, to your family. Paint me however you want.
I just want you to understand my feelings too. Is that really too much to ask?
You need to leave, now.
Pardon?
My son was 48 years old. He's still in the prime of his life, and he's one of those cool older men people talk about these days. He'd be better off with a new wife, don't you think?
How could you say such a thing? What kind of mother-in-law says something like that to her daughter-in-law?
If it's so bad, then why don't we see if any of the other people at the home would like to introduce us to their daughters or granddaughters? That might be a good match for him.
And what about me and my son? What happens to us?
You can leave the grandchildren behind, that's fine. Just get out. You leave.
I refuse. This is something between me and my husband. It's our decision, and it's not for you to dictate.
So now you won't even listen to the wishes of a poor, aging old woman? You won't grant me a single request? You're so cold-hearted, it's almost terrifying. It makes my skin crawl just thinking about it.
We won't get divorced until after the exams are over. I don't want to confuse things. I don't want to disrupt the environment for the kids during such an important time.
How admirable. What a wonderful mother you are. If only you'd thought of your mother-in-law the way you're thinking of your own children, none of this would have happened in the first place.
I apologize. I admit that I should have been more considerate and thoughtful in this situation. I'm sorry.
Apologies at this point are meaningless. It's too late. You've already treated me like I'm some old, useless person, and now you're trying to apologize? I can't forgive you for what you've done. Prepare yourself, because I won't forget this.
Give up on the entrance exam.
Excuse me?
I've made up my mind. I've decided to send Bill to an efficient school. That way there won't be any tuition fees to pay. Is that okay with you?
No, it's not okay.
Sending him to an entrance exam while he's still in elementary school is way too early. Why push him to something like that when he still has time?
He can continue through the escalator system until high school. Why are you bringing this up now?
Just a waste of money. We can't keep spending like this.
Did your mother say something to you about this? Did she influence your decision in any way?
It has nothing to do with her. This is just my decision.
But you told me the entrance exam wouldn't be affected by the nursing home situation. You reassured me that everything would be fine.
It's not about the money. The whole educational policy has changed. That's the main issue now.
Your mother was the one who insisted that Bill should go to a private school. She got him all excited about it, and now you're just saying it's not possible. How can you do that to him?
Things change all the time when you're living in this world. It's just a part of life. Bill learned early that things don't always go as planned, and that's something he can grow from.
You can't just throw logic like that at a child. Bill has been working so hard for this. You can't just crush his dream now. He deserves a chance to follow through on it.
It can't be helped. Our family's priorities have changed, and we have to adapt.
If you insist on doing this, I'll have no choice but to divorce you.
What? What are you talking about? Where do you think you'll get the money to send him to a private school anyway?
I'm not willing to let Bill's dream fall apart. I'll work, but I'm also going to rely on my father to help cover the costs.
Stop right there. Absolutely not. I won't allow that to happen.
Why are you so worked up about this? I have every right to ask for help from my parents if it's for the good of our family. It's not like I'm doing something wrong here.
You can't go asking your father for money. He doesn't need to be dragged into this. You know it.
You don't have the right to lecture me about this. I'll do what I think is best.
Either way, just stop it. You've already made the decision.
Then, if you're really serious about this, pay the proper child support. If you do that, I won't need to bother my father for money anymore.
Fine, if you insist, I'll pay $100. Is that enough?
What? Are you serious?
That's what one of my friends from high school paid for their child's schooling. They said that's all it took.
Do you seriously think that's enough to send Bill to a private school?
That amount wouldn't even cover food for the month.
I told you already. Send him to public school if that's what you want.
This is pointless. I'm taking Bill and going back to my parents' house. I'm done with this.
Please don't do that. I don't want to lose you both.
I really don't understand why you're so against it. But it's already decided. I'm not changing my mind.
Fine, if that's how it's going to be, I'll let him go to a private school. But if I agree to that, then there's no divorce, right?
Stop changing your mind every time we talk about this. Make up your mind and stick with it.
I'm done with this conversation. It's over now, do you understand?
Seriously. Dad, do you think it would be a burden if I divorced and went back to the family home?
It wouldn't be a burden, but it might be a bit difficult right now.
Why?
I don't think I'd be able to provide enough support for you.
What do you mean by that?
Well, actually, I've started working.
Really? I didn't know that. I thought you were just enjoying a comfortable life with your retirement pay and pension.
Well, things have happened. It's been a bit complicated.
I understand. I'll work too and try to support the household. It'll be better if I can contribute with chores and everything.
Why the sudden talk of divorce? The last time we spoke, you didn't mention anything like that. Bill's entrance exams are right around the corner.
I know, but it's about the difference in educational values. My husband suddenly decided he wanted Bill to go to a public school.
Why would he do that?
Well, my mother-in-law moved into an expensive retirement home. It's $200,000 for the entry fee and $3,000 a month.
What?
Yeah, I didn't think we could afford that either, but my husband insisted, saying I'll take care of it, and somehow managed to make it happen.
$3,000 a month?
Right? It's ridiculous. Nina's so focused on luxury. She's always hated shopping anywhere other than department stores, even though she came from a normal background. It's been really difficult.
I had no idea.
When I visited her at the home, she told me, "You're just the daughter-in-law, don't come here," and refused to let me in. Honestly, even though the finances haven't been directly impacted, and I'm not the one paying for it, it's all been so frustrating. I've just started not caring about anything anymore.
What about Bill's entrance exam?
I want to let him follow his dreams, of course. But when I hinted at divorce, my husband suddenly said it's fine for Bill to go to private school after all. I don't get it. Everything's just so confusing. But I'm tired of being tossed around by my mother-in-law and husband. I'm thinking of just ending it.
Pack your things and leave right away.
What? Why the sudden change?
We'll talk when you get there. Can't even type right now, I'm so angry. My hands are shaking.
I'll head back for now. Are you sure you're all right?
Don't worry about me. Just be careful on your way home.
It's about an hour by train. I'll contact you again soon. When exactly are you going to bring me those macarons I ordered? You've been talking about it for days and I'm still waiting. My friend is already waiting here and you're keeping us all waiting. Why can't you just hurry up and bring them? I don't even want to see your face right now, so just leave them at the front desk. Don't even bother coming inside. You really never change, do you? Always so noisy, always complaining. Wait a minute, did I send that message to the wrong person? Is this really you I'm talking to? No, you're still talking to your idiot son's wife, just like you always do. Melody? How dare you speak to me that way, in such a disrespectful tone? You must be out of your mind to talk to me like that. Why do you always act like you're some kind of royalty? What makes you think you can just talk down to me like that? Excuse me? What are you even talking about? You have no right to call me arrogant. I've done everything for you, for your son, for this family, and now you want to disrespect me? Oh, really? Just because you've been born a few decades before me, you think you can treat everyone like your personal servant? You think you have the right to control everything in this house? You're missing the point. Respecting your elders is a basic principle. It's common decency to treat those older than you with some level of respect. You should learn that. Respect? You think I should just respect anyone, no matter how awful they are? I don't think so. For example, there's you, selfish, greedy, trying to fulfill your need to live in a luxurious retirement home at the expense of my child's future. You're trying to steal away Bill's dreams just so you can live comfortably. What are you accusing me of now? How dare you make such horrible accusations without understanding anything? Don't pretend like you didn't have a hand in it. You used Bill's future to manipulate my father into giving you money. You told him, forget the private school and use that money for my luxury retirement home instead. Is that how it went down? I never said anything like that to him. Why would you even suggest that? Oh, really? So now you're accusing my husband of lying? Fine, whatever, but I've had enough of you manipulating my father into giving you money. I'm angry enough that you've used him like that. He worked hard his entire life, and now you're making him spend it all on your whims. What in the world are you talking about? You have no idea what's going on. Don't act like you don't know. You used Bill's school fees and my treatment as leverage to convince my father to hand over his money. You put him in a position where he felt he had no choice but to help you. That's a lie. Richard made that decision on his own. It has nothing to do with me. Don't you dare try to act innocent. My father was furious when he found out his retirement money was used to pay for your expensive retirement home. He had to go back to work in his old age just to afford it. Do you understand that? I don't want to hear any of this. Your father gave that money to me willingly, and you have no right to blame me for it. You have the audacity to say that? You're still living in that retirement home because my father gave you that money. Don't think for a second you can just gloss over this and pretend like everything's fine. Well, it doesn't matter now. I've already paid everything in full. You can't just throw me out now. Didn't you read the contract? If you cancel within 90 days, you'll get all your deposit back. Don't think you can just stay there forever. What? You can't be serious. How is that even possible? Well, it's a good thing my father's money isn't being wasted on your vanity anymore. You'll have to figure out something else. What are you saying? You're perfectly healthy, aren't you? You don't have any medical conditions, so stop acting like you need to be pampered. You can work for yourself. You don't need to keep spending my father's money. How dare you suggest that I, at my age, should work? How dare you? Well, if you can't afford to live in that fancy retirement home, I suppose you'll have to stop shopping at those expensive department stores, right? Can't have everything handed to you. Those cheap cookies from the local stores probably don't suit your taste. Don't you dare talk about those shops. I'd rather eat 100 of those cookies than set foot in a low-class shop. So you think the Emperor would have trouble eating those cookies too? Hilarious. What are you talking about now? Those cheap cookies you refuse to touch? They're actually royal gifts. They're meant for royal families that come to visit the US, but I guess you wouldn't know that. No way. Are you serious? Of course I am. You're too busy judging the packaging in the store where they were bought to even care about the taste. You little brat! How dare you mock me like this? Pretty embarrassing to think you've been eating the cheap stuff all along, pretending you're so high class. You wouldn't know the difference between something expensive and something cheap. How many times have your high society friends probably laughed behind your back? You! How dare you say that about me? You've got no respect at all. It feels amazing to finally say everything I've been holding back for so long. Now, you can go ahead and live your so-called retirement while my husband continues taking care of you. I hope you enjoy it, but I'm done. What do you mean by that? Why should I have to rely on him? He should be taking care of me, not the other way around. Well, what are you going to do? Your house is sold, and you only got $60,000 for it. That's barely enough to buy a decent apartment, let alone live in the luxury retirement home you've been dreaming about. Richard will take care of me, I'm sure of it. He will. I hope he does. But I wouldn't count on it. Do you know how much he doesn't do? He doesn't even bother washing his socks. He's so spoiled by you, he doesn't know how to do anything. He's just a lazy, spoiled man. Don't talk about my son like that. How dare you? Well, Bill's school is closer to my father's house, so we're moving out. Don't worry about us. Go ahead and live your fancy retirement life. Just make sure Richard looks after you like you've been telling yourself. You're a fool. You don't know anything about what I need. Dad, Bill passed!
Really? That's fantastic. I knew he was working hard, but I didn't realize how much effort he had put in. I'm so proud of him.
I was worried the whole divorce situation might have an impact on him mentally, with everything going on. But in the end, I think what really made a difference for him was having the chance to spend time with his beloved grandpa. Honestly, I think that's what helped him get through it. I can't thank you enough for that.
You don't have to thank me. I'm the one who's grateful. The house was so quiet and lonely before, but now it feels alive again.
I spent so much time just trying to keep my husband and mother-in-law happy. I was so focused on them that I didn't realize how it had become my daily life. It was as if I convinced myself that everyone has to live like that it's normal. But now, after everything that's happened, I feel such a relief. It's like I can breathe again. I've never felt so free in my own life.
You've always been important to me. If you're happy, then that's all that matters to me.
So, how about we do something special for today? Bill's been asking for a barbecue. Would that be okay?
Oh, barbecue sounds amazing. I can't remember the last time I had meat. The way you've been living lately, it feels like a luxury.
From now on, I want you to make sure you take care of yourself too. You've been taking care of everyone else for so long. I found a full-time job, so I'll be able to earn enough to take care of the family. I'll do my part, and we'll all be okay.
You don't need to worry about me. Having you and Bill around is enough. Just seeing you two happy makes everything worthwhile.
Tomorrow, let's visit the grave. I think it's time we pay our respects to Mom and let her know everything that's been happening, don't you think? The day my mother-in-law was to leave the nursing home wasn't just another ordinary moment. It was a culmination of years of emotional buildup, personal struggles, and family tension. I had heard that she was difficult with the staff and other residents, but I never anticipated the sheer intensity of her emotional outburst. The idea that she could make such a scene, that she could stir up so much chaos, really shook me to my core. For her, this wasn't just about leaving a place she had grown comfortable in. It was about losing the only sense of control she had left in her life. My mother-in-law had spent decades building a facade of self-importance, wrapping herself in layers of pride and materialism, and now all of it was unraveling in the most public way possible. When I arrived at the nursing home, I found her surrounded by the staff who were doing their best to calm her down. Her voice, filled with panic and frustration, echoed in the hallway as she screamed, "Don't take away my final home!" The words felt almost foreign coming from her. She wasn't the kind of woman to show vulnerability, let alone admit that she was scared. She had always prided herself on being the strong one, the one who had everything under control. But in that moment, it was clear to me that she was no longer the person she had tried so hard to project. She was frightened, angry, and desperate. The staff looked worn out. They had seen these kinds of emotional outbursts before, but this one was different. It wasn't just a tantrum, it was a cry for help, a sign of how deeply she had failed to confront the reality of her situation. As they tried to console her, I overheard whispers from the other residents. Most of them had kept their distance from her, unable to tolerate the constant boasting and superficiality she displayed. She had tried to impress everyone with her expensive trinkets and grandiose stories, but all it did was push them away. She had always believed that material wealth was the key to gaining respect. But it was clear that what mattered most to the other residents wasn't what she owned. It was who she was as a person, and in that department, my mother-in-law was woefully lacking. Her belongings, as grand as she believed them to be, were cheap imitations of luxury. I had seen her collection of knockoff handbags and jewelry. The way she would constantly brag about her designer clothes, only for it to become apparent to everyone that they were from discount stores. The worst part was that she didn't even realize how transparent she had become. It was as though she was so consumed by her need for validation that she had stopped caring about the truth, but the other residents weren't fooled. They saw her for what she was, a woman who was trying to keep up with a lifestyle she didn't belong to, and who was terrified of being exposed. I was no stranger to my mother-in-law's insecurities. Growing up, I had seen her put on a facade of confidence, pretending to be someone she wasn't in order to make herself feel better. She always had to be the center of attention, always had to be the one with the best story, the most exciting life. I suppose that's why I wasn't surprised by her outburst. She was always desperate for attention, even if it meant making a scene. But it was painful to see how badly it had affected her. She had spent so many years building up a lie, only to have it come crashing down when no one was willing to buy into her narrative anymore. When I told my husband about what had happened, I could tell he was shaken. He had always been loyal to his mother, always tried to do the right thing by her, even when I had cautioned him that his blind loyalty was doing more harm than good. But in that moment, I could see that a part of him was beginning to realize just how damaging his actions had been. He had spent so many years trying to be the good son, supporting her no matter what, and now it felt like he was starting to see the cracks in his relationship with her. Deep down, I think he knew that his mother wasn't the person he had always believed her to be. But it was hard for him to accept that the woman he had always put on a pedestal was, in reality, a deeply flawed and selfish individual. The real breaking point came when I found out the full financial situation. I knew my father had contributed $2,000 to the nursing home costs, but I hadn't realized that my husband had added $1,000 from Bill's education fund. When I discovered this, it was like a slap to the face. That money wasn't just for anyone, it was for our son's future, for his education, for his opportunities in life. How could my husband have used it so recklessly? It wasn't just the financial aspect that angered me, it was the principle behind it. My husband had allowed his mother to manipulate him, using our son's future to fund her indulgences. The moment I confronted him, I could feel the weight of years of frustration rising within me. I was so angry, so hurt by his choices. We had always worked hard to provide for Bill, to give him the life he deserved. And now it felt as though everything we had worked for was slipping away. I lost control, something I had never done before. In a moment of pure frustration, I slapped him. It was an action that shocked both of us. I had never been violent, never resorted to physical confrontation to express my anger. But in that instant, it felt like the only way to make him truly understand how deeply betrayed I felt. Silence after the slap was heavy. I could see the shock in his eyes, but I also saw something else, a recognition of how serious the situation had become. I could tell that, for the first time, he was beginning to understand the depth of my feelings. The conversation that followed was difficult. There were no more pretenses, no more avoiding the hard truths. We agreed that he would pay back the full amount and that, in addition, he would contribute $500 per month in child support. It wasn't a perfect solution, but it was a necessary one. It was the only way to ensure that we could move forward without further jeopardizing Bill's future. Meanwhile, the tension between my husband and his mother had only grown. According to the neighbors, the verbal sparring between the two of them had become a daily occurrence. It seemed that neither of them was willing to back down, and neither could admit that they were stuck in a toxic cycle. My mother-in-law continued to expect my husband to support her financially and emotionally, while he struggled to keep up with her demands. It was clear that they were stuck in a never-ending battle of wills, neither one willing to make the first move toward reconciliation. It was exhausting to watch, and I couldn't help but feel a sense of frustration on both their behalf and mine. Despite the ongoing family drama, there was one constant that kept me grounded. Every day, I saw him thriving. He loved school, was excelling in his classes, and was surrounded by friends who genuinely cared about him. On the weekends, he spent time with his father, fishing and bonding over simple pleasures. Bill was a reminder of everything I had been fighting for. In the midst of all the chaos, I knew that he was growing up in a stable, loving environment, and that gave me the strength to keep going. Balancing work, motherhood, and everything else was never easy, but I had learned to take it one day at a time. There were days when I felt overwhelmed by the constant stress, but when I looked at Bill, I knew it was all worth it. I had come so far, and though it wasn't perfect, the life we were building together was exactly what we needed. It was peaceful, it was loving, and it was real, and that was something my mother-in-law would never understand.